Today's episode is one of my favorites because we get to talk about warm and fuzzy stuff. So, my husband will tell you I am the queen of warm and fuzzy stuff. I love nothing but connection, a good cup of tea, and a cozy blanket, or the world's best bubble bath. So, yes, I am that person. Scary, right? I am also a little bit like of a realist too. So, it's not all bubble baths and everything. But this episode is so good because I think we all get stuck in the trap that we say, I love you, and those words wear off. Don't get me wrong, we all still like to hear them, but they wear off and they're kind of like, and we as humans, as husbands and wives, we need to hear different things. Yeah. And for example, my husband will appreciate me saying something different, which I'll get into soon, rather than just, I love you. I can tell that it lands on a different level for him. And before we go into this episode, my personal share is actually around what I just started talking about, around warm and cozy stuff. I know in Australia it's summer right now, but this is more of an internal feeling. And it's just something I want to bring to your attention. So, in counseling, I often talk about 100% self responsibility. You need to be able to 100% self regulate, calm your nervous system down, know when you're getting triggered, know when things are happening, and have tools ready to go so you can combat those things. You can have a proactive plan in place to deal with that. Yeah. And for me, it actually takes me quite a lot to get fired up. I'm pretty chill most of the time. But truly, and this is going to sound ridiculous probably to a lot of people, but like a good cup of tea and laying under a blanket, like bubble bath, and I'm a new human. I want to ask you, what's your thing? How long does it take me during a cup of tea? 3 minutes? I don't know. Depends how long I take, right? It can be a little while if I want to. But my point is that you can have really simple things in place that help regulate your nervous system. Sitting down with a cup of tea on the comfy couch regulates my nervous system. But that might not be the thing for you. Sometimes for me, it's going out, standing on the grass. We have a hobby farm. So right now we have baby goslings walking around. It is beyond adorable. And going out, looking at the chickens and the baby goslings walking around and just having my feet on the ground is another really self regulating thing for me. Again, doesn't take long, but super useful. And sometimes I will just do that to get away from the computer, yeah, to break it up. I'm on Zoom a lot. So it's just good to sit in the natural sunlight and all of that type of thing. So, what is it for you? What are your go to self regulations? And let's not make it complicated. Let's not make it crazy. Make it simple and easy to do, right? Because if we make it hard, you're not going to do it. If you said to me, all right, cool. Your break is now you're going to go and you're going to stand on the ground and then you're going to walk around the house and then you're going to sit down and journal for 20 minutes and then you're going to do deep breathing. I'm not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. So it's got to be simple. It's got to be easy to do. It doesn't need to involve a lot. And so, what are those things for you? Because I fundamentally believe that if humans can have self responsibility and know how to regulate the nervous system, know how to be in control of their emotions and process their emotions and deal with their emotions, a lot of the game in a relationship. It's not all of the game, but it's some of the game. So dial that in for yourself. Take 100% responsibility right now and think, what can they be for me? And write them down. Yeah. And then action them. So, how are you going to actually do said thing? What do you need? Do you need to have, I don't know, your favorite tea on hand? If you're me, whatever it is for you, dial it in, get it there, make sure everything's easy accessible if you need something as well. Okay, today's episode, 5 things to tell your partner that hit home more than I love you. All right, drum roll. I think the first one everyone knows, but I just want to bring it to your attention. It's underrated. Men, especially, you to say, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of all you've done. I appreciate you. You've worked so hard for us. You've provided for us, or you've built X thing, or you've done X thing for our family, or you've looked after us, whatever it might be. I appreciate you in their efforts, their actions, their presence, their intention in your world and in your life. So they feel seen and cherished. Okay. For example, I really appreciate how you always make time for us, even though you're so busy. I am so proud of you because you took that leap at work and maybe it didn't pay off, but it doesn't matter. You gave it a shot. I'm so proud of you that you would do that for yourself and our family. Or I'm so proud of you that you're not eating that extra 3 chocolate bars in the evening. Whatever it is, tell them. People like when other people notice their changes or their attempts to improve themselves. They love it. And it's a positive feedback loop, which means they want to do more of the right thing. So it's really worth it. Number 2 is I trust you. Even saying that is a big deal because trust is one of the number 1 things I'll talk about in sessions, and it's one of the main things that gets broken and becomes tricky to repair. You can repair it though, let me be clear, but it becomes tricky, yeah? And so trust is so important when you say things like, "I trust your decisions, and I know you've always got our best interests at heart." When you do that, it reinforces your confidence in your partner's integrity, reliability. It creates a deeper sense of security and intimacy between you as a couple. "I trust you" is really underrated and not used enough. "I respect you." Now, I'm actually going to say this is one of the main ones that men, especially women, love it too, but men especially love. "I respect how you handle challenges with such strength and grace. I respect how you handle that tough situation with XYZ. I respect their opinions, their values, their autonomy, whatever it is, tell them and let them know, okay? And I'm here for you. This one isn't said enough. It's no matter what happens, I'm here for you. We'll figure things out. I've got your back. Doesn't matter what comes at us, what changes, I'm here for you and I've got your back. Every human thrives when they hear that because usually, let's face it, they're not in a good place when they need to hear that sometimes. But even when you're in a good place, it's good to share that I'm here for you no matter what, because what happens is that builds more trust. And then you want to go back to the person and say when that crap thing happened or when that great thing happened, because you've got that trust and you know that they're always there for you. They've told you, right? And some people actually need that permission slip, so to speak, of being told, I'm here for you. Really important statement. Another one that you can talk about is like, how can I support you? Or your support means the world to me. And telling them that you value their support, that what they did yesterday has made a difference. What that conversation they took the time to have with you made the difference. That hug, that thing they did for your kids, whatever it is, you need to take the time to tell them. Okay. "I appreciate you. I trust you. I respect you. I'm proud of you. I'm here for you. And thank you for supporting me." Telling them why the support means so much to you. And the reason the last one I've put on there is because being in a relationship is being in a team. Just interrupting this episode to let you know about one of the best kept secrets to fast track your relationship without even leaving your couch. The relationship one on one intensive VIP day is the best investment you could ever make in your relationship. It has an insane return on investment, giving that you feel more connected, you start feeling like roommates, get back on the same page, and actually know the tangible, practical actions that you can take as your best next step to foster the deep, loving connection and intimacy that you have dreamt of in your relationship. Honestly, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Today is the day to take the next step. You need the help and support. If you've been spinning on the hamster wheel for even 2 weeks, it's 2 weeks too long. Get your relationship back on track now. Intensive one on one day means you don't even need to leave the house. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. You can go and get a hotel and make it a retreat. I offer some little tips and tricks on that as well to make it a really amazing luxe experience. But it's the fastest way. It is cutting edge, honestly. The way that we can do it is the one to one sessions, every week, every whatever. That's really great. But if you're ready to dive deep, we don't have to stop and we don't have to start, and immersion is proven to get faster and quicker results. So, if this is for you, go to the link below, book a free call, and let's talk about it because honestly, you need this. I have seen couples again and again and again be transformed by the intensive day, and it's what you should do for your relationship. I truly believe it can save your marriage and save your relationship and give you the tools that you need to be an exceptional wife or husband. And so when you've got the support dialed in on one another and you tell each other what they did well, then they will show up in that same way again to support you. Obviously, you're only affirming actions and behaviors and things that you want more of. Obviously, you're not going to say, I appreciate something that you don't appreciate. It's got to be real. It's got to be genuine. It's got to be sincere. And it's got to be specific and meaningful to the person. It can land if it's a bit more generic, so to speak. But what you want is something specific, something meaningful to that person, so it lands on a deeper level. Does that make sense? If I tailored one of these specifically to you, the list, or specifically to like my daughter, for example, and I said, "Oh, I appreciate so much when you put my weights away because it just helps me out so much." She's taken up exercising with me in the morning and is obsessed with getting stronger than her brother. Not really obsessed, but she just is all about exercising and it just comes in with me and loves it. But that is meaningful and specific to her as an example that thank you so much for taking the time to put the weights away. I so appreciate that you would do that. Obviously, I'm using a random example here, but make it meaningful, make it impactful. It just gets that deeper level of wow. Now, I actually will challenge you to mix it up. I want you to think about what happens during a week. How often do you say, I appreciate you, or I trust you, or I respect you, or I'm proud of you, or I'm here for you? How often do you do those things? And if you're using one more than another, I would try someone for size. I really want you to give them a go. Your language matters in the way that you communicate and interact with your partner. And you will find one of these more than the other, one or two might light them up more. I know for certain that there's certain ones that light my husband up. If I was to say, I'm proud of you or I respect you, that lights him up so much. Whereas for me, maybe I'm just trying to think what it is for me. I appreciate you possibly would be mine. And I'm proud of you and I'm here for you. I got 3. I thought they were all so good I couldn't choose. I didn't know I was gonna share that, so I hadn't really thought about it, but the point is all of them make me feel good, and all of them probably will make your partner feel good, but one is gonna be more impactful. One is gonna be, "That blew me away. That meant so much that you took the time to share this." Please, your action is to go and try these out, sprinkle different ones in throughout your week, make it meaningful and specific to your partner. And please, if you got some value for this, share this with a friend, share this with a loved one who you know would get some value from this, and subscribe so you get all of the new juicy episodes that are coming out. And please, if you could leave a review. I absolutely love hearing from you. It makes me want to keep going and make more and more amazing free content for you. So leave a review and subscribe, and I can't wait to talk to you soon.